All right, everyone. The other day, Melania Trump was going to an immigrant detention facility in McAllen. By the way, I've been to McAllen, shopping a couple times, and I lived 10 miles from McAllen when I was down in southern Texas. So that's sort of the region of Texas I'm actually used to. Like literally right along the border, like the slew of cities and towns that line the border down in what's called just the valley, generally speaking. I think it's the Rio Grande Valley, but people there just call it the valley. It goes all the way to South Padre, basically, in Port Isabel. It's a nice area, lots of palm trees and margaritas. Honestly, I had a great time, and people love the 90s down there. It seems like punk music is still in vogue, so is it better? Yeah, I like it. Melania, she goes to the immigration center, and she's got sort of a military-style anorak on. It says, "I don't care, do you?" Or "I really don't care." And it's like, okay, I am sure that Melania is so out of touch, and everyone around her is so out of touch, that this was inadvertent and actually an accident. She didn't understand that, this would be taken the wrong way by the media. No, this was totally on purpose. And by the way, Melania Trump's people, when they say, well, we hope that the media won't fixate on this because there's no hidden message, get over it, it's just a fucking jacket, that's a lie. I'm telling you right now with 100% certainty, she knew what she was doing. She's helping her husband. She's draining attention away from his side of the immigration. He's the policymaker. She's just the first lady. And by the way, Melania has a lot of charm and poise about her, and so she can get away with it. They're not going to go after her. They know better because they've tried that before, and they know she kicks ass. She is. I wish we saw more of Melania Trump because she does have that poise. She is an interesting individual, and by the way, obviously a genius too. There's a reason why Trump liked her. Trust me, there's a song from Fallout 4 basically about personality. Yeah, it's real. Trust me. Donald Trump didn't just say, oh, look at this attractive woman. Oh, I want to have sex with her. I think I'll marry her. No. Because he can literally, there are a million other supermodels in the world who would have liked to have dated Donald Trump at the time. It was more than that, and it was more than her Slovenian accent. It was more than that. Part of it has to do with her intellect and her personality. Trust me. You could tell she's a smart individual. I guarantee that there are many elements of their life in which she actually rules the roost. A strong woman knows that she can rule the roost and make the decisions. Let the husband think that he's the one that's actually making the decisions. This isn't a fucking old trope. This is back to the atomic family sort of thing. It's real. Yeah. He's got to be able to make his decisions and have leeway, but yeah, you can make all these other decisions yourself. Melania's not dumb. The media tried to cast her off as basically a dunce, like, oh, Trump married her for her look, she's brain dead. No, I guarantee she could out-debate many of the pundits that were calling her names. She knew what she was doing. This was a deliberate distraction from the larger situation. It's just to inject... This is Trump's way. And Melania, I'm sure, is adapted. She probably made the decision herself. She's probably like, I'm going to get one in for a change. Eat your heart out, Donnie, basically. This is their way of trolling the entire media, because they knew that this would be reported on. It would immediately go viral, gobble up a chunk of the news cycle, alongside the immigration issue that was already smoldering. By the way, the tables have flipped. You're not hearing as much about immigration today as you were 48 hours ago. Why? The public hasn't lost interest yet. It's still, #resist, Trump is Hitler. The thing is, though, it's looking bad for the Democrats because it's been pointed out, look, the crying girl picture is fake. They fixated on Melania, big mistake, they took the bait, and that was fun. Schumer comes out and obstructs, Trump points that out, and then it was pointed out, hey, these are policies from the Clinton era, Obama had twice as many kids in detention. She goes, and wears, I guess, what is considered a stylish, working class coat or whatever. It's funny, Melania Trump in a $39 coat. Apparently they're not available now because they all sold out immediately, which is like, that company's really happy. Maybe they gave her, they're like, hey, we'll give you $1,000 if you'll just wear this coat. Here, just take the fucking coat. It's free. It's a chilly day out there. It's only 100 degrees down in McAllen right now. You don't want to catch cold. The first lady, here, have a free jacket on us. And she goes to the detention facility. It's like, no, it's like really the message on the coat was chosen to be provocative. But do you think any of the kids there cared? No, they're meeting the first lady. They don't give a fuck. Probably some of them didn't know who she was. You also got to realize some of them probably don't speak English. They don't know what the jacket said. But the news media did. Yeah, the news, it was obvious. It's so obvious, but they just can't wean themselves off the tabloid heroin. It's this Trump effect. Trump has gotten them to act the way of groups like the Weekly World News and the Inquirer and stuff like that, tabloid rags. Gossip columns and tabloids and stern, like, serious style radios, giving interviews with people who are, out there are considered, like, inappropriate for general audiences. That's what Trump's used to. He's used to wrestling and models and people talking about his sex life all the time. That's what Trump is used to. If he can get, therefore, the corporate media to act exactly the way of the groups that he's used to, he knows how to maneuver around them. He'll run circles around CNN. He has been, hasn't he? Every time they think, well, we've nailed him to the wall this time, this is the end of Trump's popularity, it ends up rising. I think it's hilarious. It's deliberate. It's showmanship. It's that Shakespearean side of apparently the entire Trump family. I wouldn't be surprised if sometimes when Barron Trump makes a weird face or a hand gesture, I wouldn't be surprised if he's just having fun because his father's already taught him all that stuff too. Don goes and shitposts on Twitter. Ivanka does the, hey, I'm the sane stand-in role. It's a Shakespearean family. They're geniuses. I'm telling you right now, they should be playwrights. They should be in theater. Honestly, that's where the Trump family could probably do better at theater than in business. And it's intertwined. Trump shows up, why do you think he makes headway in Korea with China? Because he's used to that kind of boardroom politicking and a lot of showmanship, a lot of pomp and flash and things. It's not like the sort of low-key, dress in the suit, make sure everything's proper, use the proper titles, everything must be perfect feel of maybe Western European or neoliberal politics. That's not what he's used to. He can't function that way. He can't go up and act normal with Merkel. New report comes out that he may have thrown a piece of candy to Angela Merkel and said, oh, don't say I never gave you nothing. I believe it. I actually believe that's probably happened. I didn't see it for myself, but it makes sense. He would do something like that. He'd keep people he's not used to dealing with. That sort of stuff kind of disarms him. Well, then he turns around and he does something crazy in order to disarm them. So at least he's on an even keel. It works. Seems to be. Germany's automotive sector's like, oh, maybe we need to remove tariffs on automobile parts for the U.S. We can give them that concession to stop a tariff war. Got a concession? Well, that's wonderful, isn't it? Trump should turn around and say, okay, offer accepted. Well, these tariffs can go away. It'd be funny. Or we'll keep them up until the British and the French follow suit. We want French wine tariff-free. We want to be able to import French cheese. Like cheese manufacturers here, he would lose Wisconsin if he made that proposal. So he probably won't until after he's reelected. Which he probably will be. Judging from this, look, Melania obviously is helping him out. This was deliberate. I don't believe Melania's people when they say nothing to see here. That's the way that they worded it too. It's like, we hope the media won't fixate on this, sort of begging them to do so. It's like, please take the bait, run it into the ground, act like Melania's a Nazi and doesn't care about anyone because nobody's going to take that claim seriously. And you'll just erode your trust from the population even further. That's about all. Peace out.